test audio and video here. Let me see what you have, Albert. Do you see anything?
Nothing yet.
Somebody just, something just came across. Do you want to put Albert Casper in this video? Well, I'd like to see us in the video.
Are you live now?
There we go. Somebody just saw us. That's good? All right.
Everything's good.
All right. Volume's good too?
Everything's good.
All right. Turn your volume down if you would, though. Sounds like I figured out the volume control part too, so that's good. So hey, folks. Oh, and then it's coming up on the old. Maybe it's not. Maybe that was. Oh yeah, somebody likes the video.
You're live.
Hey, so Public John Podcast. My name's John Harris. I am the host of the Public John Podcast because, well, everybody craps on me or pisses on me, so that's why it's the Public John. That's at least that's the route I'm taking. So thanks, Brian Niederhan, who I work with over at in Galloway. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you tuning in. Paul Merritt likes the video. I don't know if he liked the first one or the second one. Hopefully he likes the second one, the one that we're on now. I hope he didn't like the first one because I thought I was like, no. Yep, there we are. And now we got some back. There we go. And now we got rid of that. So there we go. Margie Homan says Albert Casper Jr. and two other people. Hey, Albert Casper Jr. is watching. Al Casper.
My man.
There it is. John Harris. This guy's turned out to be really a good friend of mine, and he's funny. And we're going to talk about probably some sports and some other BS too, just because we can. Jesus Christ, look at this, man! Holy shit! Yeah, I look like the Michelin Man. Whew, man, of course, when I first got this shirt, it didn't fit. So I mean, that's the good side. That's the plus size. That's the plus size.
You're a comedian.
I'm a comedian. Joe Dudek joined. Hey, Joe, what up? Cheryl Reardon joined. Look at this. Jesus Christ. Well, I know, like I said, when I bought this shirt, it was really snug. So I can always go, oh, my God. But I still look like the freaking Michelin Man. Yeah, man. No. I'm telling you. I really do look like it. So I'm going to try and look in the camera more. Somebody gave me grief about not looking in the camera last week. Hey, screw that. Because I really want this to be more of a radio show than I do a video
John,
show.
This is your damn show.
I get along, man. He's like, it's your show, man. Don't take no bullshit from anybody. And he says that off camera. He says, it's your gig, man. Don't take that with anybody. And I'm like, you know what? He's dead on right. So this looks like it froze. Albert, I don't know what the heck's going on here. Do you ever just have a day when it looks like it's not your day? That's today. It's not. Hasn't been a bad day, but just everything is going wrong. But, you know, you deal with it, bro. So I don't want to share it on my timeline. Let's share it. I'm going to share this to a page before we get started on Wildfire. Share on a page you manage. That would be nice if it there we go.
It's working.
It's working. It's working slow, though, bro. But that's okay. We'll get there. I don't think we need to do anything else. I think we just want to share it on the Public John and go from there. Looks like we're getting some people. Just a quick hi, guys. At Open Mic and AC. Have a great show. That's a pretty good open mic in Atlantic City. It's at the Bourre, Bourre, I believe. It's like a New Orleans theme kind of thing. That's pretty good open mic. They do anything, music, and a huge stage. So it's
where at in AC?
New York Avenue, I think it is. Cool place. Free parking too, believe it or not. Yeah.
I believe that.
It's a cool place. It really is. So we got some people joining us. Joe Dudek says, hi. Hey, Joe. Are you going on? She's asking Margie if she's going on stage. She probably will. Phil Morris joined. Yo, Phil, what up?
It's my brother-in-law.
It's your brother-in-law. Phil. That's right. Brother-in-law Phil, right? And Paul. You got it. I don't know if you remember.
You're lucky Paul was working. He wanted to come.
Oh, man. I will never forget the last time you guys were on, how low-key and quiet Paul was, and then he told the best story ever about Detroit and the bank. And I'm like, oh, man, that's so sweet. I'm like, it was one of those deals where it's like he didn't say much, but what he said was friggin' perfect. Phil says, we want Paul. We want Paul.
Yeah, next time,
he's not
I
here.
Promise. Next time we'll do it. We'll
make
sure
Paul's not here this time. So Paul says, hey, Phil. So hey, Phil, dudes, that's it. So guys, we'll talk about some stuff. We'll talk about anything you guys want. I'm going to get ready to put us on Wildfire Radio for the hour. So we hope you guys join us. And says that we are on wildfireradio.com, my friend. So we're on for about an hour from now. And
Okay.
you guys want to talk to us, okay? And if not, I don't think either one of us give a rat's ass, do we?
It
Yeah,
happens.
it happens. You guys want to talk to us, that's cool. And if you don't, if I had feelings, you'd hurt them. But I don't think we got to worry about that.
They're their feelings.
This guy is dead on, man. That's my pal, man. So now you guys are getting busy with power washing, right?
That's why I was late coming for your show tonight. I was giving estimates all the way in Delaware.
Jeez.
Where else were we at? West Deptford.
So, man, before it was just South Jersey. Now you're going to Delaware, Cape May.
Cape May. And I'm busy. It's
Man,
good.
That's a good thing.
It's good.
Well, it's the time of year we've been telling everybody.
All year long. Been working all year long.
Have you really?
Absolutely.
That's
great.
great.
Last time I was here in, I think it was January.
Right.
Me and Paul were still getting it. So I'm not stopping.
I was going to say, you never stopped then.
Don't stop.
Yeah, because that's right. It was January, and you guys have been going ever since.
The best don't stop.
That's all that matters.
Keep calling.
Paul says no more checks.
No more checks.
Power wash. If it was my commercial, I would. Semi-commercial. There you go.
856-297-2984.
There it is. I do give the phone number every week. Get down with a ghost, baby. If you got a dingy house, he'll clean that sucker so good that if it's supposed to be white, you won't see the ghost next to the house because it'll blend in.
Paul, absolutely.
No kid. Yeah, Paul, I heard that. We heard that before. Paul, is that true? We heard that you like doing the decks. I heard that. Oh, remember that?
Next employee,
get
his ass up on that roof.
Man, I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, and it's almost like we went and got the guys from, what was the movie?
Southwood State Prison.
We got them at Southwood State. Yeah, oh, man, I'm telling you. I don't know what we did, but, oh, man. And the worst part is the recording until she found out what happened. And then when she found out he wasn't going to get pumped, yeah.
They know what they're doing.
But you know what? I mean, he said what he said, and he did what he did. So he's with it. He's got to go with it. You reap what you sow. He's still with the same girl, but this is the girl he had problems with when he was in college. What's the matter?
The live feed was going to go off for a second.
Oh, okay. And then it comes back? We may have to change the network in a minute here.
Sebastian Janikowski just retired.
Oh, did he retire?
So you don't have to deal with him anymore.
Oh, thank God.
800
million yard field
goals.
goals.
That was my first Steelers game.
Was it really?
One at the new stadium.
Oh,
watching him beat us with a 61-yard field goal.
Jesus, are you kidding me?
Yep.
I think I'm going to, while we're talking, I think I'm going to change the, no, it says I guess every so often we may have to, but it looks like the live feed. Folks, if you see us, let us know or send us a comment here on the live feed. So I'm wondering if there's a network issue. It's not why we're late. Oh, there we go. It's going now. So, okay. Albert is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Die hard Steelers fan. My brother is too.
Good guy.
Oh,
Never met him,
yeah. You don't know him that well. No, he is a good guy. Childhood we had. I'm telling you, he was. Never mind. Let's just say, always had bail money or a badge, and it took him home a lot.
Hey, that's good. Go Steelers.
There you go. He don't care. It's like go Steelers. Yep. I mean, he was already a little torched about Le'Veon Bell.
I was at that game where he didn't show up. He came out there.
Yep, the last one, right?
Against the Patriots.
Yep, and never gave an excuse. Didn't show up for practice or workouts, and didn't.
I think it was against Cincinnati.
Yeah.
But he also didn't play the Steeler game.
Yeah.
That's just Joe Hayden got the interception.
Oh, that's just. Albert loves the Phillies, though. I know better than that.
That's a damn lie.
I was just gonna say that's a lie.
That's a damn
Jimmy
lie.
Church joined. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing? My friend Tracy's joined us. Yeah, that's a little BS there. I know that.
Phil Sasson was lips.
Oh, yes. You're a Braves fan, aren't you?
Diehard Atlanta Braves fan.
Now, how did that happen?
My uncle was a head honcho at Wheaton's.
Okay. Yep.
Took me to the vet, see the Phillies.
Right.
Got on the field.
Uh-huh.
Walked over to see Dalton and Lenny Dykstra.
Right.
And, here I am, 78 years old.
Yeah.
First game ever.
Yeah.
And they shut shit. I still have the ball to this day.
From the Atlanta guys?
Braves.
No kidding.
And same thing with the Steelers.
Oh, really?
Took me over there to meet Cunningham and Eric Allen.
Oh, man.
And at the time, Bubby Brister was the Steelers
Yep, was the Steelers starting quarterback. I remember that.
Shook his hand. That was
no kidding. That was it. So, well, I'm not going to tell you my first baseball because that just tells you.
Kansas City?
No, believe it or not. It was in Philly. I saw my very first game ever. I got to see Willie. I was 8 years old. Willie Mays. Against the Giants. And Richie Allen. Richie Allen hit a 3-run homer. Willie Mays later on hit a 2-run homer. Right after I told this guy, I was a little kid. I'm a big Phillies fan. My first game live ever. Old ballpark. I'm turning around and go, see, he is, because he was saying, Richie Allen's a bum. That guy's so good. And I was like, see, he is good, man. He goes, yeah, he hit a home run. He goes, yeah, Willie Mays struck out once too. Yeah. I was like,
shit on your
even at 8 years old, I'm going, that's a good line. Of course, 2 innings later, Willie Mays hits a 2-run home run. So I'm like, but I will say, he knew. Didn't do any of that. He was a cool guy.
Typical Philadelphia fan.
Actually, it was my dad that turned around and looked at me and goes, you got to be careful what you say, son. See, you got to be careful. It's going to come back. And I never got to meet anybody, but Willie Mays waved over me and my dad. And weirdest thing I ever saw, bases were loaded with 2 out, and Richie Allen got picked off of third. Of third base. I'll never forget. How do you get picked off of third base?
Not paying attention.
That was his whole MO. Is anybody that remembers Richie Allen, you'll know that great ball player, but there were a lot of times when he just wasn't engaged.
Weirdest thing I ever seen in a game, that's when it was at the Phillies.
Right.
J.D. Drew wouldn't sign.
I
don't remember if Scott Rowland was left and went with the Cardinals then, but it was at the Vet, and they were
J.D. Drew in right field when he went with the Cardinals. Yeah.
That's when J.D. Drew played for the Cardinals. Did he go to the Cardinals?
I think it was the Cardinals
That's who
first.
they were playing then.
Yeah, I think it was the Cardinals first.
That was not so much weird, but that was I remember one of the something that happened in the Phillies game.
Oh yeah, J.D. Drew always got booed and always got heckled, and they never let him live it down. But he made his choice. I was just gonna say he's at the bank, and we're all scraping to buy tickets.
He's not working for Casper's Power. I'll tell you.
No, he's not. He's not scrubbing decks for Casper.
No,
he's not working IT at a hotel.
He starts acting up his ass. Will be though.
Yeah, that's true.
Tyreek Hill be getting it this weekend. Never believe that.
Tyreek Hill's getting.
Tyreek Hill, his ass will be at Swedesboro on Saturday.
That's right. He got to get some. He got to get some cash. So he needs to start working. I don't mean this runaway stuff. He need to work for a living.
Listen, I'm not gonna be ignorant to him like he was his kids. I'm not gonna beat him with a belt.
No.
I'm just gonna tell him to get his ass to work.
Just get the
and I'm gonna let Paul set fire to his ass.
There you go. Paul will get him. That'll matter. A friend of mine, Sharon Foster Johnson, joined. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Grew up with Sharon down in Morris River Township.
There you go.
Down in Leesburg, baby. MRT.
Over the bridge.
Did some serious fishing and crabbing down that way.
The bridge.
And she lived pretty close to the river, if I remember right. But you could down off the pier, off the dock, just sit there and fish.
Yeah, I still got some friends down there.
Did?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't have that many, but I haven't been back there in. Oh man, let me see. I don't want to say how many years actually, because that gives away age, brother.
John, I was talking out of high school that long. And
yeah.
I know you probably feel.
Yeah, I get. I get a little.
I watched the girl's house the other day. And I went to high school with her, and I graduated in 01. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. 01. I hate you. I hate you.
Bridgeton, baby.
Oh, Bridgeton.
VHS.
Oh, man. 01.
Paul still looks the same, too. He went to high school with me. Paul looks still the same.
Does he really?
Yeah, still the same.
I hate you, Paul. You would never know to look at me now, but Sharon can probably attest to this. I was skinny. I eat like a horse, which is probably still why I got like a horse. And, man, I couldn't put weight on to save my butt. But then again, I was mowing people's grass at 10 years old.
You ain't hustling. You ain't trying to.
No, man, that's right. Paul Merritt's laughing at you.
He knows. Yeah, he looks in the mirror every day.
And he looks and goes, ha ha, 18. Man, that's bull, Paul. That's bullshit, man. So Sharon probably remembers, me running around like a little dweeb, fishing, crabbing. Having a good old time. Morris River Township, baby.
Leesburg, baby.
That's it. That's where it was. Leesburg. That's right. In the Berg. Yeah. Friend of mine, Jeannie's joined. Hi, Jeannie. Jeannie Coffee Sandwich. A nurse I think she's still a nurse or she's retired. A nurse. She was before that. She was a police dispatcher. I mean, she has. Did corrections at a juvenile home years ago in Vineland.
I did that. I did that for 1 year.
Did you?
That shit was overrated.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's overrated.
It's not a great.
I did it right when I got out of high school.
Right.
And half the dudes in there, I played football or wrestled or played baseball.
Yeah, you're looking at him going,
So,
man,
damn.
what the hell did you do, dude? What's up, bro?
No, you know what they did. It's just you don't want to talk about it.
Right. Yeah, it's true. I was just gonna say you probably really know what they did.
Yeah.
You just don't want.
And then a few years later, I got to the prison,
right.
to the male prison, and then
Okay.
they're there now.
And you're still there. And how long you been there?
13.
So you got at least 7 to go, huh?
No,
yeah, wait,
25.
you got some.
I'll be starting my.
Oh, you got 25.
I'm lucky because now they got to do 30.
Woo!
Thank God.
Really,
Yeah,
30?
Yeah.
Is that police and fire or is that PERS?
Yeah, it's police and fire. They got to do
Wow.
30 now.
30.
And I mean, I give them credit. I mean, the young.
Well, you're grandfathered, right?
Yes, thank God.
Oh, so when did the 30 start? Just now, or
3-4 years ago? I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
I think it was.
Phew, 30 years.
Yeah.
In
But if you
that
stop-
kind
if
of
you-
a
I mean,
field.
if you stop and think about it, I mean, I know it stinks like the money wise right now, like how it is, but they're gonna make their money in time. It's just like I'm doing the same thing. Like you older guys who were ahead of me were telling me, "Hey, in time you'll make your money." And that's true.
And it is.
I mean,
yeah.
the
Once
time-
you get
the
to a
time-
certain point.
The time flew by. I got there in 06. I was a single kid, still living at my mom and dad's.
Yep.
Now I'm 36 and 137.
Oh man.
2 kids and
Hey, Alicia Casper, Adam, and Andrew.
Yep.
All say hi, Daddy.
yeah, I was just with them.
Were
My
you?
boys, yeah,
You left them to come here?
absolutely.
Sorry, brother. I'm
That's
sorry.
all right.
They're probably happy right now.
Alicia
They on a
washed
video
their
game.
masses and put them to bed. They want candy. It's all they want is candy.
All he wants candy.
That's it.
Oh man. Yeah, you're right about this. This is
I'm glad I got a
stopping
good
it
dental.
out.
Rich for the next few years. I'm spending it for candy.
Well, just as long as somebody's making your money, right? Somebody's taking it, right?
Hey,
Oh man.
cash for power washing got to get it. The
I
prison
was
gets
just
it,
gonna
and that's
say
it.
everybody got to get it, right?
Everybody gonna get a little
Everybody gonna get a little bit. Well, you know, it's one of them things where everybody's got to make it, so we might as well, you know, live our life the best we can and just keep going. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
That's
Hey.
all you can do.
It's, ever since this past January,
Yep.
my life has been nothing but great. I got no complaints. Life's good, home's good, wife's good, work's good.
Man, you can't kick that, brother.
Nope, I'm living. I'm living.
Paul Merritt says he's running a 5-pound bag of M&Ms
No-
over to
no
the
doubt,
boys right
no
now.
doubt, no doubt.
That's a
No
true friend.
doubt, no
That's a
doubt.
true friend.
Guess what?
Paul's
'Cause-
like, over to the
'cause
boys.
he
Oh,
says
yeah.
he's taking 5 pounds over there, and when we work this weekend, I'll make sure that his daughter,
His daughter.
she's going to get a 10
One
pounds.
girl gets
10
a 10
pounds
pound, wow.
licorice. Make it stand to the teeth.
Oh,
Stick right to
man.
the teeth.
Alicia's saying, no candy. None. That's right. You go make that money so we can spend
See?
it.
See what I mean? See what I
Hey, you
mean?
know what? Hey, you know, make that money, Daddy. That's what Daddy's
trying.
supposed to do,
I'm trying.
man. That's all you can do.
trying.
Now, how many hours you putting in? You're putting in 40 with corrections, right?
I'd probably put in. Dude, John, I ain't gonna
Or
lie
more.
to you. I'm not gonna bullshit you.
Yeah, I don't
put-
care. I don't
put-
want you to say anything that's going to get you in trouble.
No, I ain't gonna get in trouble.
Okay.
I'm being dead ass serious. And
Okay.
My wife and all these other people, I am busy every day
No
of my
kidding.
life. I keep myself busy every day. So one, I don't get my ass in trouble.
Well, that's
I'm
one
not
thing.
out drinking and driving.
That's one thing. You
I
don't
got
want to be
too
drinking
much.
and
I
driving.
got 2 young boys.
Priorities,
And
brother.
I got my shit together.
That's good.
I got my shit together.
Priorities.
And there's a lot of, I would say there's a lot of people jealous out there, but I've had a few people say, "Oh, worry about your competition." And I'm gonna say this right now. There's another business in Millville.
Right.
It's called DWR Enterprise.
Okay. Okay. Devin Riley. Huh?
Devin Riley.
Oh, I know who
his
Devin
his
is, I
father
think.
is a lawyer, Mr. Riley.
Okay.
Them 2 dudes have been great to me.
Right.
They're a little bit older. Rick's
Right.
Rick's your age.
Right.
Devin's a few years older than me.
Okay.
I sat down with them dudes. They steered me straight, showed them being business, this
Right.
and that. They're great dudes.
That's cool.
Great guys.
That's all that matters.
That's it.
See, here's the thing for me is a lot of people think that you have to make more money than the next guy. You
Yeah,
know
well,
what I
that's
mean?
the thing.
But you know what? To me, if you're in a business, and I technically, I guess I have a little one going now. I've been in a business before. I'm not worried necessarily about the guy next door. I'm worried about me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Is my business reputable? Is my business affordable? Can my business continue to make money? If somebody says, we'll say, you got to go out and beat Bob's. Well, guess what?
That's right.
As long as I'm making enough money doing my thing, that's all I'm worried about.
I have a few buddies that also do the power washing thing, and I don't look at their page. I mean, it's nothing personal.
Oh, no.
I don't want to see what everybody else is doing because I do my own thing.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of people that call me. I give people fair prices, and that's it. I don't worry about what this company does or that company does.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's the best attitude to have with it.
The only thing I do worry about is making my customers happy.
That's the key.
So they continue to tell other people, and
yeah, that's the key.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all
because you know what? That's to me what a business is all about. You're going to have a good business, I should say, if you make your customers happy.
That's right.
The one thing is going to follow the other. I mean, obviously spend any.
And I don't want to put the people's names out there,
right?
But I'm no longer friends with them on Facebook. I don't enter. But there was two good friends of mine, really good friends I grew up with. They screwed me over with the power washing because one, I was their friend.
I got a couple friends that are going to probably jump in here if they are watching and let me know that no, it's not right. But they tell you don't buy a car from a friend, like don't go to a used car or a new car. Don't buy a car from a friend if they're a car dealer, and don't buy a house. Don't do real estate with a friend because you're going to find out that they're not as much as your friends as they are about the almighty dollar.
My wife's watching right now. She knows who I'm talking about, and she knows. I mean, I really can't say I've lost friends. I mean, people come, and the way I feel about it now, people come in and out of your life, and that's the way life is.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not, and I don't mean to sound heartless.
No,
but John, the way I am, I mean, this whole past year was a whole life-changing experience for me, seeing how I grew up. I mean, I'm still the crazy son of a gun that people talk to every now and then, but I'm still wild, but
oh yeah.
I calmed down a little bit. I'm on the school board now down at downtown for my kids. I got my hand in a little
politician
bit. Got
there.
my hand in a little bit of everything.
Civic duty now.
But as I
would have never guessed that a while back.
Yeah, I do it to keep my ass out of trouble.
Well, that's true.
That's it.
Well, that and you got the kids, so the school board thing is going to you got to look right. Exactly. They got to look up to somebody. You have an interest in what your kids are doing, hence the school board.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great, and that's the way it should be.
And I wish a lot of my friends that live down in Township, in the upcoming future, will also do the same shit I'm doing. Jump on the school board.
Right.
Any township they live in.
Yeah.
I don't care if you live here, Millville, Vineland. Get in your kid's future. I mean,
yeah, that's important.
School definitely ain't the same shit. When you were there, I was there. I mean,
oh, that's a lot different now.
Paul tell you, we went to Bridgeton. There was no metal detectors. There was none of that shit. There was nobody bringing guns in.
You know what your metal detector was? In my case, this is a long time ago, obviously, when they could do that. My metal detector was a first grade teacher with a ruler. You brought something in there you weren't supposed to have.
No, we had nothing like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. It was old school back then, though, where I went.
I remember they just started having cops in the school.
Yeah,
the Bridgeton cops.
Where have we gone? That's just crazy.
My junior, senior year, but they weren't doing. I mean, they were there just for security.
Yeah, but now they need to actually, kick in and do stuff. Yeah, search people and run the wand over them, and it's really crazy.
I live down in Newport, and I go there. My son stays after every day.
Okay.
You got to pick him up before 5. He likes playing with the kids after school, so I go. Me and my wife go pick him up. And you got to buzz yourself to get in the door. And I can remember we just used to slide in the door.
Yeah.
So you got to buzz shit now.
Now you got to buzz in, metal detectors.
I mean, I get it. I do get it. The times have changed. There's a lot of creeps out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, it's not like we don't have to do it. We have to do it. I mean, we're not saying we don't need the protection. We obviously knew we need to have people in their schools. But it's a shame that we've gotten to that point.
There's people you can shoot shit with, and you think you know them, this and that. Next thing you know,
they're
doing crazy shit.
Yep. So it's not.
Am I allowed to say that on here?
Crazy shit?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why not? Whoops! I guess we can.
It happens.
It happens. That's what it is when the podcast is. It's not really censored. I mean, obviously, we don't like to get gross and nasty and be mean to people. But I mean, word or two slips out once in a while. We're good with that. I don't care. I say them most of the time. So.
I hope the Phillies lose. I hope the Eagles lose.
bad language,
Now,
this mother.
We'll change it up, and it's been a while.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you what. I watched last night's game, or at
Yeah.
least the second half, most
saw
of it,
some
I guess.
Yeah.
That was some ugly basketball by both teams. You knew why.
It just changes so much. Like, I watched the Golden State game the other day.
Yeah.
They're flopping.
Yeah, I saw that
Hardly
too.
flop. Come
Yeah,
on.
I saw
Jordan
that too.
and Barkley didn't do no shit like that.
No. Oh, no.
No.
Jordan, Barkley,
Ewing, them dudes
Bird,
did that. Yeah,
Moses,
no
Ewing, Magic. Those guys
I was
didn't do
telling
that.
a guy about this a younger guy at work the other day about this. He was like, them guys today would kill this and that. Bill Laimbeer would have beat their ass.
Oh, he would have crushed them.
White guy here.
Oh,
They'd be smashed.
man, I'm telling you. And Rick Mahorn.
Absolutely.
Mahorn and Laimbeer
Yeah.
together?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you weren't going to do anything.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Dennis Rodman later
Later
was
on,
still
he
a
was
nut,
still nuts. Yeah, when he was with Chicago.
but he was grabbing rebounds.
But that's all he wanted to do.
That's it.
Didn't want to score
You
points.
can't get a guy like
He'd
that.
pass a little bit because he'd
Who's-
pass out.
Let me who's the guy in the NBA right now that's all he wants to do is play defense and
I don't know if
No.
there are any.
no, they all want to throw 50 up and get trouble.
Yeah, they want to throw the three-pointer. They want to even. I mean, when you got a guy like Embiid, 7'2", 7'3",
Yeah.
and he wants to throw the three-pointer up, I mean, that's what's crazy to
Go
me. Is
dunk
those
on
guys.
somebody. I
you know.
want my oldest son Adam to play basketball so bad.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to tower over me.
Yeah.
He's hitting that stage right now. He's 8, and you can tell he's going to be a tall kid. I just
Right.
want him to back somebody down the lane and dunk on him.
Just dunk on him.
Just dunk on him.
That would be cool if you have the video just one time.
Oh,
That would be
man.
great, wouldn't it? Oh man, that'd be sweet. So I got some friends watching here. Joe Dudek tuned back in. Thanks, Joe. Chrissy Icavelli. Chrissy, she's the bomb. Chrissy's awesome. And we talked about Jeannie and a buddy of mine from North Jersey, New York area, Matty Coughlin's watching. You ever watch? Get on Facebook. He's got a thing. He put it out for me when it was my birthday. Last week before, whatever it was, I don't know. But I always say I'm getting older, and so I finally, he said something about happy birthday. I said, oh man, he does this thing called Breaking Balls News.
There you go.
And I'm like, oh man, it would have been a great present to be on Breaking Balls News. So he posts a picture. It's actually my profile picture at the moment, and it's him looking like he's an anchor man, and then he's got another picture next to it of whatever the story is, and then he puts something underneath.
Nice.
I think he put on there that John Harris's house key was John Harris. I don't want to say he's getting, or something along the lines. John Harris's Ben Franklin used John Harris's house key on his kite. I was like, holy crap, that's actually a good one. That was great. Yeah, so that worked great. So thanks, Maddie. That was an awesome birthday gift. A joke is all I need. Somebody making fun of that. That's fine, and it can be of me. I don't give a rat's. So it's great. So we have a couple things we do every week, and one of them I have him here. Is Albert Casper's, it's Casper's Power Washing, LLC. He's actually in the building, so we're actually going to do, this is almost like an infomercial for the next few minutes. So,
There you go.
So we talked about it. You actually are going to, is branching out to Delaware now to give
Yeah,
estimates?
I've been in Pennsylvania, Delaware. I haven't. New York's kind of far.
New York's a bit far. You'd
but
have to charge for that. Yeah.
Delaware. Yeah. But I mostly do Cherry Hill to Cape May.
In between Cherry Hill and Cape May?
5,000. I have closed since January. Paul and I have, I've got close to 400. I was looking at today, almost 400.
Yes, I was right. This stopped. Then I didn't catch it.
I got close to 400 new customers. Since
Really?
January.
Since January?
So
Holy
January,
moly.
February, March, April. 4 months.
Wow.
Almost 100 people reached out.
Wow.
And I'll keep saying, hey, I got people hitting me up here now still messaging me for estimates. Hey, keep calling. The best thing I could do is come back and give you a free estimate. That's it. That's it.
That's
all.
all.
Honest.
Yeah.
And
That's all you can do.
I'm not patting myself on the back, but
Well, go ahead.
I'm
Actually, you were.
I'm happy.
You did.
I'm
You just
happy.
did.
I'm happy.
But
Keep it going.
I'll tell you, this building, for one, which is in Bridgeton, the Quinn Broadcasting Building, I saw what this building looked like
It looked like
before they
coffee
had it.
when
Yeah,
they-
it did. It was.
Paul and I were cleaning this. Oh my god.
It was
But
bad,
this place, like I said, I just came here tonight, and I ain't been here since January, and it looks phenomenal.
and it still looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Well,
still
even the
looks good.
inside, you got.
Well,
a
yeah,
lot
they
here.
they did a lot of remodeling in here and stuff.
But if you took, I'm sure Zach has it before and afters of the place.
Oh yeah, I was just going to say that. But let everybody know your website. Right? You're still on the website or just Google?
Nope.
Right? We got
Nope.
Facebook.
You can Google me, Facebook me.
That's
just
it.
go on
That's
Albert
it.
Casper.
That's right. Facebook.
And Casper's Power Washing. I am on Google. If you just Google Casper's Power Washing LLC,
You are on there.
it'll pop up with Adam on there, holding my oldest holding a sign. Zach, I can't thank him enough for telling everybody the new slogan. Get down with the ghost.
Get down with the ghost, man.
Because if you ain't getting down with the ghost,
You ain't getting down.
You ain't getting down.
You ain't getting down.
You ain't getting down.
You ain't nothing.
Tell them, Paul.
That's it. So it's a really cool deal, folks, because what it is if you look at your house and you say, oh my God, this thing looks like a wreck, and there's some people who wouldn't bother power washing. They'd go out and say, hey, let's paint over it. We're talking about a lot of money and time.
People. I went and gave 2 estimates last night in Vineland, in East Vineland.
Right.
And these are 500, 600,000. I mean, I don't mean to be rude, people, but they got more money than brains. Because this one guy's house, beautiful.
Right.
He has like stucco in the front.
Right.
Stucco and brick. Then the other side is vinyl.
Yep.
He was like, I was thinking about just tearing it down and putting new.
I was
like,
nuts.
and I asked the guy, I said, excuse me. So I was like, sir, how old is your home? He said it's 3 years old. And I was like,
and he's going to rip it apart. All he needs is clean. That's all he needs. I was just going to say that. If I'll tell you what, I would think clean it first before you make that decision anyway, just to see what it's going to look like. Because it's
more money than brains.
Yeah,
Mr. Harris.
I mean, oh God, Mr. Harris, I feel like my grandfather, for Christ's sake. Hi, Megan. Megan Brennan's a friend of mine. He works in Vineland, and thanks, Megan. Paul's got to get down with the ghost. He knows what time it is.
I wish Paul was here. Yeah, you laugh.
Oh man, but you gotta give it a shot, folks, because I'll tell you what, you're gonna spend a lot more money painting and a lot more money putting up vinyl siding than you are cleaning this thing. And you guys usually get done an average house in about what, 3-4 hours?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it matters.
Right, the size and everything and what it is and what's on it.
If the people have good water pressure, me and Paul can both run a machine, and if they don't have any water at all, I bring my own water.
You've got your own.
Paul and I built a trailer with our own 2 Bridgeton High School educations.
There you go.
With that knowledge that Bridgeton High School gave me and Paul.
Yep.
We built a trailer.
Okay.
I bring 500 gallons of my own water.
Right.
And mostly it's you get the people down the shore that own the summer homes.
Right.
They don't go down and turn the water on, but they want it done, so no problem.
Yeah.
It just costs a little bit more,
but
they got it.
That's all that matters, right? So I want to say hi to everybody.
I would like to say this again too. I hope the Phillies lose.
Oh, see, that had nothing to do with the advertising commercial here.
Bryce Harper's a bum. He's got nice hair, beautiful hair. He's
a bum. We you'll like this. Before they signed Harper, the week before, we were doing the sports show, just a practice run, a dry run. So it wasn't even on Facebook, I don't think. And then, so what happened was, we're all going around the room making predictions and stuff like that. And I'm like, he's not even going to sign with the Phillies, that bum. And I'm calling everything in the book. And I'm like, you don't want him anyway. Just wait a year, get Mike Trout. Just hold off, wait a year, blah, blah, blah. He's not signing with the Phillies. And 2 days later, he signed with the Phillies. I'm like, boy, if I was on TV, I'd look like a schmuck. And then I went, I don't care. I really didn't think he was coming.
I wouldn't know what to do.
No,
I would go.
I wouldn't know what.
Crazy.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. No, it's not really that nice a problem.
One of my kids can hit a curveball.
That's all. Hit a curveball, hit a 3, or kick a field goal.
I
don't want. I wouldn't want my kid to play football, but if he can kick a field goal, I'd be all right with that, or a punt. Probably a field goal.
Yeah, it's like so crazy now. They got
head injuries and stuff that they've had for a long time.
Kid from Millville, I wish him the best, even though he's going to Jacksonville.
Yeah, well, he's going to play with Nick Foles. So.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Go Steelers.
I know. Go Steelers. Here we go. Go Steelers. Yeah. I'll tell you, maybe not this year, but I think within a year or two, the draft that they've had, and if they get a couple more decent players, I think they're going to be right back.
How do you feel about your Kansas City Chiefs?
Terrible. For 2 reasons. They did draft somebody that looks like will replace Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
And everybody's even saying this kid's that good that Hill's days with the Chiefs are gone.
I
They're
remember
numbered.
that kid, the wide receiver from Ole Miss, the real big giant.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
looks like,
Where'd he end up?
He went to the Seahawks.
Did he go?
And he showed up at his press conference to meet the coach.
Right.
No
Oh, is
shirt
he the
on.
one with no
Oh,
shirt?
he's
And then
huge.
Carroll took his shirt off?
Yeah, he's huge.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. I was
He
like,
looks just like
holy-
Megatron.
Yeah.
When he played for Detroit,
I mean, you
looks just
couldn't
like him.
carve that guy out of stone. I saw that. I was like, oh,
But he's like saying
man.
he's got a bad concussion problem or leg problem or something. But, I hope the best for him.
Yeah. Well, now that they haven't been playing for a little while, too, you hope that everything... Yeah, I think he had a leg problem.
I cannot wait.
He did. He
think
had a
it's weak.
groin or leg problem, and that's why he sat out. Actually, he had it working out to go to the either his combine or his pro day, and he was working out, prepping for that, and he hurt his knee.
I can't wait for week 14 or 16.
Uh-oh.
One or the other.
Which is it? Well, that happened.
Steelers at the Jets. I'll
Oh.
be there, and I'm going to make sure.
And you're going to be wearing
I
all...
hope,
Oh,
I
man.
hope Le'Veon gets laid out.
Oh, man. He
Boom.
probably will. He
Boom.
probably will. 'Cause
Actually,
that's it.
I'm not wishing on bad on these guys because
Right.
these football players,
Oh, they take a
make so
beating.
much money, but they do take a beating.
Yeah, they do.
But he took less money.
Yep.
Idiot. But it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, you got to do what you got to do, So, good luck to them, but I'm still a Chiefs fan and an Eagles fan. So, I think the Chiefs are going to take because they already lost their decent running back when they lost Kareem Hunt, and they may do. But Mahomes had to throw the ball 40. Problem now is he's also lost his best receiver.
But you see, now you have the curse.
Oh yeah,
He's on AB on there
Jeez.
last year. So that
Yep,
means,
well, there you
so
go.
that means you guys will be 4-12
we're
this
done.
year.
Yeah, we're 4-12. He's going to play terrible. I just hope he doesn't get hurt because that's a lot of what the curse is too.
Yeah, that
So,
Madden cover. I
that
don't
Madden
think, if you
cover's
go back and look, I don't think anybody that's been on the cover
No.
that next year has did
No.
anything. Because McNabb was on there.
McNabb was on there,
He
and he
lost the
took a
Super
nose.
Bowl.
Actually, yeah, he lost.
Vince
the
Young
Super
was
Bowl.
on there.
He
He
yeah,
went crazy.
he went nuts.
I'm going back.
Oh, man.
Too. Think who else was on there?
That
AB
was-
was on there for us last year.
Yeah,
He turned out being a
Adrian
ball.
Peterson
No,
was
no,
on one
man,
year.
AP, yeah, well, he's
coming back, but he didn't that year. That year was the year I think. he
and
had.
I also think a lot of people are. I don't want to get on the whole sports thing, but if I may, I think he's going to be all right.
The quarterback they drafted?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he might be down the road, and I
He's
think
been at the Manning brothers
yeah,
training facility,
yeah,
the
and
training camps.
I think that's going to
to
make a difference.
Yeah.
I think they already know what his weaknesses are, and they're going to be able to. I think they think if it's a delivery problem and footwork, that's something to bridge him to that.
Now, wasn't the kid the Redskins guy? Wasn't he from? Was he from North Jersey? Or
Ohio
or-
State. I don't know where he was from
DC.
originally. I think he was from D.C.
Yeah,
area.
he's
and
like,
then went
he was
to
like
Ohio
20
State.
minutes away from there, so that's good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's what I mean. Yeah, that's a home thing. So yeah, and they're saying everybody's like they're going to take him, but he's got issues too. His arm
A
isn't
lot of
great.
my
His
buddies-
accuracy's not great. He's
A lot
not
of my-
mobile.
A
He's
lot of my friends that are the Eagles, I think Carson Wentz is the truth. I
Well,
really think the dude is.
I wouldn't have been, and I did say this one on, and I think I said it on Facebook, and got some people reacting right away as soon as I said it, which is part of what you want to do anyway, when you're doing a sports show. But it was the truth. I was like, I wouldn't be brokenhearted if they made Foles the starter and did a trade with Wentz, but they'd have to get a lot to give him away.
And then-
If you don't get a lot,
And
boom.
where he's got a couple of injuries, you want to get teams
Right.
to.
Well, that's the other point is he has had injuries. He's got to work through his season completely without injuries and see what happens. And if he can get through his season, I think his numbers and I think the winning is going to be terrific.
Well,
but he's got to
if he
get
needs
through.
To build some strength up. I'm sure Paul will get a hold of him. This
I was going to
weekend.
say,
He
you
could
got
do
a few
couple
weeks.
decks.
He could come out,
He
do a
could
couple.
do some concrete.
He could do a few power
Clean
washing
some gutters.
gigs, right?
Man,
Clean
we'll
some
line
gutters.
them up.
That's the
sign a
kind of
couple balls.
that's
you
the
know.
kind of guys you are.
That's real.
You sacrifice
Well,
yourselves
well,
for the good
Kareem,
of.
Kareem didn't pan out.
Well, you know he wasn't going to pan out. He wasn't.
Tyreek, Tyreek ain't gonna be allowed to do anything.
No, you're taking a chance, but he probably won't be able to do much.
He's gonna smack Paul with the belt.
He's going. Yeah, that's going to be the
Over
problem.
Paul's back
Over
up.
Paul's back.
Assassin him.
Oh man, that's no good, Paul. Don't take that from him, Paul. So I'm going to go ahead and give the movie review. Movie review is brought to you and sponsored by a friend of mine named Margie Holman. She sponsors the movie review, and it's an old movie. I had to go back and watch it because last week I reviewed Stupid and Futile Gesture, which was the story of the guy that wrote Animal House and Caddyshack, which is Doug Kenny. So I had to sacrifice myself because it's that time of year. I had to go back and watch Caddyshack. So And I'm going to tell you something. Every time I watch it, I've either forgotten something or there's a new joke that I completely missed. There are some people in here. Ted Knight plays the greatest straight man you ever want to see. Obviously, he's passed away since now. And, of course, once you learn some of the backstories about how the movie was made, you realize that it wasn't very far off his real personality. Smarter than he played, but very straight-laced and very conservative.
Yeah.
Then you had Rodney, who was even wilder than his character. And there's a great story about Rodney Dangerfield in Caddyshack that they tell, is that if you watch an extended version of the DVD or something, Harold Ramis, of course, the great director and writer who since passed away as well, he tells the great story of Rodney, where Rodney's out there giving lines. The first movie Rodney Dangerfield was ever in. And he's out there giving his lines, and nobody's laughing. And actually what he didn't realize is a lot of them are walking away, because he's giving these lines, and they're all great freaking lines. You know, like he talks about Wang, and he goes, Wang, what are you, Jewish? You know, I mean, it's an Asian guy. I mean, it's like, you know, he's taking pictures. Wang, stop taking pictures. It's, you know, it's a car, whatever. I mean, it's a car. Wait, save some film. We're going to be here all weekend, you know, stuff like that. But he had great lines. But he's given a couple of them as he's on the course for a scene. And guys like Chevy Chase and Ramis and Doug Kenny, who wrote it, they're all walking away, and other people that aren't in the scene. And he's wondering, you know, they said, okay, cut. And the scene was done. And he's like, what happened? He's like, yeah, bombed. Because nobody's laughing. He's not used to that. You go on stage, you get laughs, and you get, you know. He's thinking he bombed because no one's laughing. He doesn't know that they all said they had to walk away because the sound would have picked up their laugh, and they were laughing so hard. Because it's not, with him, it's not just his voice, but it's his manner, facial expressions, his physical movements. Oh, he was hysterical. And, of course, they put him in a great wardrobe for most of it, too. I mean, if you're looking for a movie with a story, you know, you're looking in the wrong place when you look for Caddyshack. If you're looking for a movie that's a lot of fun, it's got everything from slapstick to sarcasm to just flat-out funny lines. There's a little bit of a story in there if you want to go with that as something to wrap it all up. And once you learn some of the background stories, like Bill Murray has two, probably more, but two complete images that he makes up on the spot. The Dalai Lama scene, Bill rants in the script. That's it. And his whole Dalai Lama scene with the pitchfork up against the kid's throat. Yeah. Kid, later on as an adult, said, I was scared to death. I didn't know what he was doing. I got this pitchfork up against my neck. I didn't know. I'm like, please don't get overly excited, Mr. Murray. You know, he says, I'm thinking all this. The scene with him and Chevy Chase in the clubhouse, in the garage, where they made that up because Ramis realized, as did the other writer, Doug Kenny, that, hey, we've got this great movie going on with all these great comics, but Bill Murray and Chevy Chase aren't in one scene together at all.
Isn't that something? And
that's the way it was written, and they were like, no, we can't have that. So they had to at least put them in one scene, and that was the scene they had. And Ramis took them to lunch. The three of them came up with it at lunch, went right back, and filmed it almost right away, and they said it was like 3 takes, and they had it. And they were both improvising as they went on. And actually they said at the time Murray and Chase didn't like each other. And they said the movie kind of got them a little closer together and got them to understand each other a little bit. So, but great movie. If you want to just have a good time and just want to laugh, and it's one of them movies that if you don't want to watch it all the way through, you can stop it, pick it right back up. The jokes are there, constant. It's continually funny. I recommend Caddyshack. Obviously, it's not in the theaters. It's I think it's still on Netflix. You can also rent it, obviously. Watch it, folks, because it's a classic, and it's to this day, it's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. And I don't say that lightly.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie. Actually, it was on the other. I think it was on HBO a couple nights ago.
Was it? I was going to say, if you can watch it without commercials.
Bill was fighting the gopher. That's how I caught the end.
Okay, you caught the end of it then, probably, or toward the end. Yeah, you get a chance to watch it without commercials. Obviously, that's better because when it's on TNT or TBS or something like that, it gets ripped to shreds. And every 8 minutes they stop for another 8-minute commercial break, and the hour-and-a-half movie takes about 2.5 hours, and you don't get the flow of it. Great movie though. And so if you ever want to watch a funny movie, it's just going to make you laugh. You don't have to know much about golf. You don't have to know people and different walks of life. The rich versus the not so rich, the snotty against the working class. Great movie, a lot of fun to watch. So I recommend it with 5 visits to the public John, 5 flushes. I recommend Caddyshack. That's the highest flushes, and that's about the highest you can get. So yeah, I'm watching it. You're gonna like it because I do. So if you like me, and you go, hey, it's a smart ass kind of a movie, you'll like it. So
you recommended it.
I recommend watch it without commercials. I mean, it's okay to take a break and all, but don't watch it with commercials. You gotta watch. So there's the movie review. Thanks to Margie Homan for sponsoring the movie review, and thanks to my friend Albert here. We still have a few minutes left. We appreciate it.
No problem.
Anytime. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't take a sponsor like Albert if I didn't believe in his work, and I've seen his work firsthand. And these guys work hard. They get out there and they do their thing. Give them your phone number again.
It's Casper's Power Wash LLC. Number is 856-297-2984.
857-296-2984, right?
856 297
2984.
Get down with the ghost.
Get down with the ghost. Woo! So that's what you want to do, folks, is get down with the ghost. I'm going to look and see how much time. We got about 15 minutes left or so, my friend. Our streaming time, if you're listening to us on Wildfire Radio, we're not sure what happened there. Obviously, you're back on. But apparently we did have some type of interruption, but we'll be okay. And we'll get this on to, we're on iTunes. So if you want to go on iTunes and just type in the Public John, please subscribe to the podcast as well. Also on Google Play, same thing. Type on Google Play, type in the Public John. We're on there as well. You can also go back and listen to episodes if you'd rather just stream it on wildfireradio.com. Either in the search field, you can type in the Public John, or you can type in wildfireradio.com/the-public-John. So
there it is.
There it is right there. Robin Carter Bryant's watching us. Thank you, Robin. Do you know Robin? Or do I know Robin? I probably know Robin. Robin Carter Bryant? Oh, I know who Robin Carter Bryant is. Okay. Thank you, Robin, for tuning in. Appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys that have tuned in tonight. It's one of those things that I like to do, and it's basically, I will say, it's basically for me, like Albert says, it's your show, do what you want, man.
You got to.
You got to do what you want. So I appreciate all my friends and everybody that tunes in, and all of Albert's friends that have tuned in as well. I'm going to give you a rundown of some places I'm going to be, either holding shows or performing or something between John Harris Comedy and Jersey Comedy. They're basically almost one and the same at this point. I think John Harris Comedy is going to be where am I going to play? Where am I going to perform? And in Jersey Comedy is shows I'm putting together with friends and with other comics. And we go out through, again, South Jersey area, Philly area, down the shore. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be a fun summer. Next week on the Public John, on next Thursday, the 9th, we're going to be at Jude's Alibi Room in Waterford Works, right on the White Horse Pike. Route 30. They will even tell you it's a dive bar. It's in Winslow Township. I walked in there. It is a dive bar, but you know what? It's the best dive bar ever. People are really great. There's 2 indoor bars, and this time of year she opens up an outdoor bar. It's kind of like a tiki bar, that kind of a thing. And we're going to be there May 9th. And the reason I'm going to be there May 9th is I'm going to be with Jude, the owner of the club, the owner of the bar. And I'm going to be with a headliner. We're going to have a show there Saturday, June 29th. Going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to go out on the 9th and let you guys see some of the people that hang around, or at least try to get some of the atmosphere that we're going to have at Jude's on Saturday the 29th. That's May 9th, the Public John podcast. And we're going to have the headliner on. I don't know if you've ever seen her, man. She's the Tasteless Diva, Natalie Levant. This woman's like 80 some years old and still out there kicking it and is funny as hell. She really is. Hey, there's Mallory. Mal, what's going on? Mal's a friend of mine, and her sister and her sister's boyfriend, Big Chuck. Big Chuck just hosted one of our shows, our last one for the summer at Leatherheads. So we've got some things coming up with Jersey Comedy and John Harris. We're going to be in Cape May, Memorial Weekend, Friday, the 24th. We're opening up at Carney's. Great place, right across the street from the beach, man.
Can't beat that.
You can't beat that. Awesome place.
Cape May's a great place.
Great place. Keep watching or go online and check with us. Tickets for that are available at Eventbrite. And again, we keep the shows reasonable. It's like $10 in advance, $15 at the door, because the whole thing that we wanted to do was make shows affordable.
That's right.
So come down to Cape May and start the summer off right at Carney's. We're going to have a great time down there. They have awesome drinks. It's a great atmosphere. They have 2 bars in there. We're obviously going to fill one of them. We hope anyway, fill it. So come on out, guys. Like I said, $10 in advance on eventbrite.com and $15 at the door, right across from the beach. May 24th, which is the Memorial Day weekend. We're going to open down there. Open the shore, baby. Open it right. So let's get it going. No, man. Big Troy Moore's going to headline. He's hysterical. Dave D. I like to call Dave an urban comedy legend. Young guy, but he's really funny. Wow, anybody compared to me is a young guy, dude. So a lot. Yeah, it does happen. Friend of mine, Spencer Prescott, who is hysterical. Spencer and another guy from down there, Jay Watkins. Those 2 guys, Jay is from down that area. Those 2 guys don't really need to have an act. They can walk up, 1 or 2 quick lines to start, and then they are off. And they are off the charts. And they're watching both of them and how they work. I envy them both. I'm going to host, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun with me and Dave D and Troy and Spencer and Jay. Going to be a lot of fun to open up the season. So come on down to Carney's, May 24th. Watch us on the 9th. Like I said, the podcast is going to be on from Jude's Alibi Room, and we're going to be there Saturday, June 29th. If the weather's nice, we're going to be outside on the tiki bar. It's beautiful out there.
Hopefully it doesn't rain.
Yep, and if it does, we're going to be able to go inside to one of the other bars. It's adjacent to it. But we're going to be ready to go. We're going to have a good time this summer, folks, I'll tell you. And we're going to a few other places that we're lining up right now. Local South Jersey places. Same thing. We want to keep the shows affordable, so you guys come on out. We're going to do some of the promo work on the Public John. But go on the Facebook pages. You can also go on johnharriscomedy.com. And we keep a calendar going for all the things I'm doing and that Jersey Comedy's doing, the podcast is doing. So we keep the calendar current. So we're going to have a great time this summer. Come on out, see some shows. Zach was out. We had a good show in Elmer. Zach came out and hosted. I got him to host over in Elmer at New Dodges Market.
Okay. They just have good sandwiches.
They still have good food. We did a dinner comedy show combination. Great food. Oh my God. They had a chicken parm that night that was just like, oh my God. I wanted to pack it up and take it all home. I wanted to everybody else get away.
Years I've been out there.
Oh, it's great food. It was awesome. So my friend Dave was out there again. I think Big Chuck was there. No, I don't think he was. But Zach hosted and did a nice job again. It's a couple times I've had to draft him into things. This time it was set for him to host, and he came out, hosted, and he did a real nice job. We had a couple people do 3 spots that wanted to do it. Had some great comics. Gina Gibbons was there. Aisha Henry was there. I did a quick 5-minute set. I wasn't going to do one. I wasn't even on the bill, but a couple people talked me into it.
Twisted your leg.
Yeah, they did. Twist my arm, yeah, which is easy to do because I don't have any arms right now. So basically, no strength in them. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and we had a good time. and that's really all that matters. So I think Margie Homan played on that one too. She's done some things, and yeah, she did actually. She did a few minutes. So Debbie Giacomoni from Atlantic City did some stuff. So we had. I don't think Margie did go on, but we had a good time.
That's what
Elmer,
it's all about.
That's all the time. Want to keep it affordable so everybody can have a great time. So there's a couple of the shows coming up, and there's going to be some more stuff, some Public John stuff on location, probably all summer long.
I'm gonna have I'm gonna put a request in.
Uh-oh.
That on June 22nd.
Okay.
It's a Saturday.
Yes, sir. It is.
I am throwing a summertime party at my house.
Uh-oh.
And I would like to invite the Public John.
Oh.
To broadcast.
Oh, to broadcast the party.
Whoever guest you want.
Oh.
I'll be on the grill.
You'll be on the grill?
People can bring your kids. I mean, friends of John. You're more than welcome to come by. It's technically a birthday party for my son, but I'm not asking my to bring the gifts. We have a party in the summer. We didn't do one last year because the weather had one.
Oh,
but I'm telling everybody now.
How old is he?
My son will be 3.
Oh man, that's a great age for a son, for a kid. You know, don't get me wrong. He's going to keep getting into everything for a while, but that's a great age. Enjoy that.
So I'm inviting you, Mr. Harris.
Yeah, to Public John at a party.
There's a party.
Hell yeah!
There will be a DJ there.
Oh,
food.
We will work
There'll
this
be water
out.
Slides. There'll be tents. So if
man.
Big, if all you.
Listen, I heard you were right. Big ass.
All the big guys there can't sit in the sun. It is BYOB because I'm not providing anybody drinking. So drinking and driving.
That's right. Good move, my friend.
But I will have drinks there for myself.
Perfect.
But Casper's Power Washing is having a giant extravaganza.
Awesome.
On June 22nd.
Sweet. As it gets closer.
Till whenever.
As it gets closer, we'll get the address from you, and we'll give it out, and
absolutely,
and we'll do that. And I'm going to plan on.
I would like you to be there.
I'm going to pencil it in. I'm going to plan on it
with the Public John.
Yep,
promoting the Public.
Promote the Public John, my friends. I think we're gonna plan on that.
There you go.
Live broadcast our first live party.
Hey. It's going down.
It's going down. Oh man, I'm getting down with the ghost at the ghost's crib. Yeah.
Paul will be there.
Paul's gonna be there.
Oh, absolutely.
Man,
he's got no choice. He's gonna be right next door.
He's got
no choice.
Well, man, yeah, because you know what we'll do.
Oh, so I'm saying it right now.
We'll all walk over to his house and just take it over.
I'm saying it right now.
June 22nd.
Casper's Power Washing will be shut down. Not in the morning, because if I got a job or something to do,
we'll knock it out before noon. Right,
we'll knock it out in the morning.
Yep.
But come 2 o'clock, we're partying down.
Party time.
Partying
That's
down.
Right. That's it.
It's going down.
You see Paul. Shots.
Yeah, he knows what time it is.
He knows it's shot time, baby. Yeah. Hey, sounds good to me. So I think we're at the point where we're going to get ready to wrap this up. Yeah, we are. We will have this. I'll have to do a little work because it looks like we had a network issue. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and we have a backup plan. So I will have a continual stream on Wildfire Radio and on iTunes and Google Play within the next day or two, so that you can hear our whole show, because it's always a lot of fun. I can't believe it's up already, but we're well over an hour.
Let's go Braves. Let's go Steelers.
Oh jeez, let's go Braves. Let's go Steelers.
Let me ask you. Who do you like?
You got to remember, I'm a Red Sox fan too.
Who do you like? Who do you like in the Stanley Cup?
Ooh, well, oh man, see, you're gonna get me started.
I like the Sharks.
Sharks are pretty good.
Sharks are the Stars. I want somebody out west to win.
Oh yeah, somebody out west to win. Let me tell you something. I probably should. We could have talked about it earlier, and I'll probably talk about some bit tonight on the sports show, or I may bring it up again. But I am really considering, and I have been pretty close to a lifelong Flyers fan. But what they've done with the removal of Kate Smith's statue and the cover before they ever knew anything about the woman. And to me, it's like the Yankees did it. Well, I don't care about the Yankees. They're idiots. I never liked the Yankees anyway. They're morons. Don't care. Look at the lady's history. And you're going to see she was so anti-racist.
I did that. She was on Broadway singing with a black eye.
Right. Do you know how many times
all the money she donated for the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, the World War Tuesday. Come on, that's crazy. This shit's crazy.
The songs that they were talking about, if you listen or read the lyrics, you're going to find out that what they were doing was they were knocking all the stereotypes, and they were making fun of racism back then.
The city of Wildwood.
She played at the Apollo over 24 times. The Apollo in Harlem back then. Mayor Ernie Triunfo said, "We will take the statue.
Yep.
We'll take it and we'll prominently display it."
Yeah.
And they continue to play her version of God Bless America every day when the boardwalk opens
But
over the loudspeakers.
You'll get a few of the assholes to go out there and tear it up and do this and that because
they'll watch it. I think Wildwood will watch it. I think they'll keep an eye on it. But I will tell you, I'm so disappointed. And to me, it's about the almighty dollar. They're worried about a few people being upset and maybe not being fans and posting stuff. Because if you notice, the whole thing died down.
Everybody got soft.
Because they've realized that we probably made a mistake. But now it's too late for the Flyers. They've taken her statue down. They said her version of God Bless America, they're not going to play.
When Penn State did it with Paterno. When Penn State did it with Paterno. I mean, what he knew about it wasn't right.
Right.
That killed that man.
I think it did.
They took his statues and shit down. That killed him.
I think so. But I'm to be honest with you, I'm leaning really heavily on just not even being a Flyers fan anymore. That's how bad it is.
That's bad.
Yeah, and I mean, I was a kid and I saw the first Stanley Cup wins, both of them back to back, 74 and 75, and there was a lot of great times and watching Bernie, who I met down in Ocean City, met Hextall. Of all places in Hamilton Mall with his little girl, I think it was at the time.
I remember the only harsh thing I can remember is like a kid,
and he was still playing.
That made me sick is the year they did the strike baseball.
Yeah, stop the season. Yeah.
My Atlanta Braves.
Oh, here we
go. Still on their hot streak.
Oh yeah, but the Expos were leading the division, so it was going to be a knockdown dragout. Yeah. I think it would have been great. Yeah. But that was upsetting too.
That's when it showed me what sports is and it's a business.
And that's when you find out it's all about money and everybody's self-interest. I mean, it's fun to watch to a point, but when it gets to a point that it's
football season, I get so hyped up over the Ravens. I can't stand them. The Browns.
Oh yeah, you get all. The Browns are going to be tough.
The Browns and all the.
I think the Browns are going to be tough. My brother thinks the Browns will win the division now. And he might be right.
They spent money. They're like the Yankees. They went and spent money.
Well, Cleveland hasn't spent money for years, so.
But
you're right. But now they did. So.
I
know. Yeah, you did. Yeah, but be careful. That two could both be against your team.
It happens.
It happens. You know, every team has its up and down years. So, except New England, and actually they had down years ago. So they're due. They're
got
due.
Them week 1.
Yep. Cool. Kill them. So
hopefully
you might. We're going to get out of here. It's been a lot of fun talking to my friend Albert Casper. Casper's Power Washing Folks, LLC. Google them. Look them up on Facebook. Hit him up. Give him the phone number one more time.
856-297-2984.
That's Albert Casper Jr. from Casper's Power Washing Folks. Get down with the ghost.
That's right.
All right? Save yourself some money and clean that house first before you go painting and siding and all that stuff. Take a look at what it looks like before you decide to spend all that money and all that extra time.
You will be happy, I guarantee.
There you go. He guarantees. So that's my friend Albert Casper. Thank you, sir. I'm going to get up and shut this thing off. So you'll see me slip from the picture. I'm going to turn off the audio feed now from Wildfire Radio. Thank you, folks, for tuning in.
Thank you.
And we hope you listen to us on iTunes and Google Play. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.
God bless.
And for those of you on Facebook, yes, I'm going to try and get my old ass up here.
I'm going to get up with you. 1, 2, 3.
3. Oh, great. If I knew you were going to stand, I'd have had you just shut it off. Should be something there. Good night.